What is up, guys and gals? Recabilly here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Build a Minigame. Now, take a look at this. I think we should be playing it at nighttime, or at least at like dusk, because this looks pretty dang cool. As you can see, I did some of the walls around us. Pretty cool stuff. But before we get started on today's episode, I have something that I'd like to bring up to you guys. In the last episode, I got a lot of response, and I'm very happy. Thank you all so much for your helpful ideas. I decided that in the beginning of every episode, if I find something that I feel is useful, that I might want to implement into the game, that somebody comments on the video, from the previous video at least, I will take that comment, put it into a Minecraft book, and have it signed by the person who left the comment. I'll have that book like signed by them, and I'll put it into a credits room at the end of the game. So after the game is over, or even before the game starts, you can click on the button, go to a room, and see all of the people who helped me make this game. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the first book here. It is a way to display lives, and normally what would be done is you set a sidebar and be like, oh, you have 5 lives left. In this case, this is a much more unique idea, and I like it a lot. So this one is by Booga Tingle.
Somewhere visible on the map is 4 small platforms. On the platforms are 2 caged villagers surrounded by bars, and 2 free villagers without bars. Every time the player dies, a villager is caged. Every time the boss loses a life, a villager is freed. If all villagers are caged, the player loses. If all villagers are freed, the player wins.
I really like this idea, and we might not be using villagers, but I definitely like the idea of having that like symbol out there that is caged and you need to free them in order to beat the boss. And if they are all caged, then instantly like you are captured and put into a cage yourself or something like that. I think that will be pretty dang cool. So I'm gonna save this, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with today's work. So in the last episode, I asked what kind of boss we should do, and I brought up a random idea of a piggy boss, like an evil pig, with like a top hat and a suit kind of thing, and he would like shoot out zombie pigmen at you while you're playing, and then that's kind of like another distraction. You have to fight just and avoid being shot by the boss, and then also shooting the boss. By the way, I think you just saw that I got these working, just so that you don't have to see that little detail. Not really important. But yeah, that was the idea that I had, and I really liked it, and it was such a random idea, and it turns out that a lot of you did like it as well. And then I started talking to my good friend Wampacraft, and he came up with an awesome idea to help me make this boss all the more better. If that's how you even say that sentence. But that should be really fun. I'm excited to implement the ideas that we came up with together. But yes, we are gonna go with a piggy boss, and I did a little bit of building for the piggy. You guys can tell me what you think. Da 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 da. So this was my first build of the piggy, and I looked at him and I was like, the suit doesn't really look like a suit. It looks more like a kung fu outfit or something. The top hat helps, but still. So then I decided to fix up the suit a bit, give the guy a cane. Oh, it's so creepy, but I love it. This guy looks awesome. And I even went into the back and added the details into the back, like the tail. And then I added his little belt around, and yeah, everything looks pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of it. So we're gonna go ahead and move this guy in replace of that temporary skeleton that we built, and see how it looks, okay? Be right back. Oh man, he looks awesome. This looks really cool. Check out those eyes. They're kind of squinty, but you can tell like he's just staring you down. He's got his eyes on you. It looks so cool. So cool. That's awesome. So in today's episode, we need to get some work done, guys. We need to create the beginning and the end of our game. That's usually how I start. I start off my games by having a beginning and an end, and then the rest, the in between, is all add-ons. You can just add that in after you're all finished with the game. The rest is finished, so you just do whatever you want after that. So that will be fun when we get to that point. So let's go ahead and get to the point where we can start the game and end the game. So we have this room over here. We have the begin battle button, but it doesn't lead anywhere just yet. As you can see, I added some clocks, or a clock here, and a couple command blocks. Those are just for the sticky pistons over there. But we need to go ahead and get started with the game starting. So what I use for that is generally /scoreboard objectives add game start dummy, and then /scoreboard players set at p game start 0. Now when you hit this button, it will set game start to 1. So let me just quickly go like that. Alright, and get some iron blocks. Okay, so that's where the button is. Let's just put a couple redstone dust here, and then we'll have our command blocks right there. Right, bam. So this one slash I'm thinking. This is the room that yeah. This is the room where we want to select all of the changes that we want to do for the map, like I don't know, little add-ons that we can come up with, and then yeah, we'll just jump straight into the game after that. Okay, so /scoreboard players set at p game start 1. Now remember, this is a single player map. Can't do this in multiplayer, so we're gonna be building a single player map for now. We'll work on a multiplayer map sometime in the future when I can get better internet and have people here to help me test out things. For now, we're gonna leave these ones blank. But now that game start is equal to 1, what do we want it to do? We want it to take us over here, and then the game will start. So let's see. Oh, actually, you know what? There was another comment that I think might be useful for when the game starts, and I think it should be pretty fun. Let me go get that comment for you guys. Okay, this comment wasn't very detailed, but the link in the comment was very useful. This is by Ernesto S. And it says, I think that a intro, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like this Minecraft Vanilla Camera Studio mod MC Edit filter would be very cool. So, if you don't know what Camera Studio mod is, basically it is a mod that allows you to move very smoothly from one point to another, and that's how people get like those very nice cinematics. So I think it would be pretty cool if we can get that to work here. So let's say you come over here, you press the button, and then it pulls you up and it shows the boss, and he's like, and it starts talking, you dare battle me or challenge me. So it'll be a nice like smooth transition from there up and then down into there. So that means I'm gonna have to download an MC Edit filter to get that to work, because obviously the mod won't work for this and I want everything to be in vanilla. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that. Actually, you know what, I'm going to to do that later, because that can take me some time. I'll do that when I don't have when I have some free time. Right now I need to get this out or get this going. So we press the button, game mode, game start is equal to 1. We land in here, and then we need the intro. Okay, so for now I'll just teleport the player here, and then I'll work out the rest afterward. So TP at P 20 32 10. Okay. And let me just copy that and paste it here for now. Okay. So game start is equal to 1 now. And now we are here, and it starts the countdown. So let's do a new scoreboard / scoreboard objectives add start count down. Done. And basically what that does is we're gonna have a timer. So as soon as we start the game, it's gonna have a timer, and everything is gonna be timed. So let's say when our score start countdown reaches 100, it's gonna start saying, "You dare challenge me, mwahaha, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into." Then our score reaches 200, and it breaks the block and we fall down. When our score hits 300, the game officially starts, and we run around and start battling, and he starts shooting us and all sorts of stuff. So that's what that score is going to be doing. So in that case, we need another command block. We'll just add one right here, I guess. Okay, so / scoreboard players remove at P whose score start count down min equals 1 and start count down 1. So that's going to remove 1 point from the start countdown from anybody who has a start countdown minimum of 1. So it's going to be counting down. So / scoreboard players set at P start count down to, I don't know, we'll try 200 and see how long that lasts. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. / scoreboard objectives set displays sidebar start countdown. Okay, so I set it to 200 and it's not removing. Why is it not removing? Start countdown min invalid number. Scoreboard players remove at P. What's an invalid number? Huh? Oh, I didn't notice that I had that at the end there. Okay. So now you can see the scoreboard on the sidebar is removing, and it's going down to 100 and so on. Might be a little bit too long. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, that's not that bad. So let's say when we are here and it's counting down, we see our buddies, the people that we need to save. We see them over his shoulder inside cages, and we're like, "Oh, we need to save." And then he starts to cage them. How do I want to do this? You know what? The thing is, though, the problem with the comment that we got from Booga Tingle is that he said we start off with 2 already caged, and then the rest are uncaged. So if we lose those 2, then we lose the game. Maybe we do something a bit different than that. rather than them already being freed, we have all of them caged, and the player has unlimited lives. I think we're gonna be doing that, or maybe just one life. Do we want to make it like crazy hard, or do we want to be really nice? Oh shoot, the decisions to make. Let me think for a second. So I thought about it, and what I decided to do is give the players infinite lives, and they can decide whether or not they want to continue the game or not. If they die, they will be teleported into a small room, which will say continue battle, or another button that would allow them to quit the battle, and they would be spawned back into here. Let's say like they choose something that's too hard and then they keep dying. That's probably the best option for that. So the idea is to defeat the boss as many times as you can by, I don't know, giving him a pretty powerful blow or something like that. And every time you do, it will loosen one of the cages, and the door or the cage will lift, and that person will be free. And as soon as we free all of them, then we will have the ability to attack and destroy the piggy for good. No more Mr. Evil Piggy. Nobody likes you. You evil piggy. Oh, but he's so cute. Look at it, his little eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that quick spawn room. So we'll probably just have it like down here. So I was trying to figure out how we can display lives over his shoulders like in the cages, but I couldn't figure out a way that would look nice, because if we have a villager up there, it's gonna be really, really small. If I build a face or a statue of each member from Omnislabs, it's gonna be pretty big if I want it to be recognizable at all. So I don't know what to do about that. Maybe you guys can help me with that. How should we display lives? I'm thinking we have 4. He has like 4 lives kind of thing, and every time we give him a major attack, one of the lives will go away, and then we, as soon as all of the lives are gone, he will be dead, like game's over and we win. Maybe you guys can help me figure that out. But for now, I think I'm gonna call it quits here. Everything that we did today, there was a ton of it too. We figured out, well, first of all, I got this working. That's kind of cool. I got the pig all set up with his snazzy suit. We got the walls all over here. We have a way to start the game and end the game / kill. So let me just quickly, okay. So we can start the game and you dare challenge me? So I added that little feature during the little cut right there. And then when we die, it takes us back into this room, continue, chat, forfeit. So if I press continue, nothing happens just yet, but if I forfeit, then the game turns to 0 and we're back in here. So we got a lot done today. We still have a ton we gotta do, but it should be a lot more easier now, and I'll go ahead and finish up starting and ending the game, and I'll show you guys what I can come up with. But again, if you guys want to show some support and help me finish this map and even get your name and your comment inside a book that will be saved as credits inside the game, let me know. Comments in the video, give me some really cool ideas, and we can definitely build this together, and I think we can come up with something awesome. So I'm all done here for today, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.